As a Ram, taking on a familiar foe in the Chicago Bears. It's the close of football on this opening Sunday, and it comes your way next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Rams. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. And the Bears offense making their way out now for their first drive with Justin Fields, the rookie from Ohio State, at quarterback. Now it's Fields. Being chased out left. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Let's go, let's go. As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Fields. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. Now a run with Montgomery. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down about the 2.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
2nd down and goal. Fields. That is hauled in by Jimmy Graham. Touchdown Bears. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bears are on the board here first in the season opener. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. They'll run here with Akers. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
And a good grab there by Cooper Kupp. Picks up a first down for the Rams. And Kupp's gone over the 90 reception mark each of the last 2 years. One of the best route runners, one of the most precise route runners in the NFL. He's really going to help his new quarterback, Matthew Stafford.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is the quarterback, Allen. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Stafford. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him out to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
40 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. Stafford to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Fields now to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. A.J. Bouye with a pick. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers there to make the grab. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now, so you're not protecting a lead, so you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again, so maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. These two teams all tied after 1. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Fields. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 71 yards. And the Bears on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Cam Akers and the Rams offense ready to go back to work. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. The shotgun snap for Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
I got number 23. I got you, 23.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there for L.A.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to revert. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts now to return it. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. On 2nd down now. It's Montgomery. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Gay is on for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys are to get it to 25. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give him a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. There's Robinson showing the flash. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Personal foul. This is roughing the passer. Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
64 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Montgomery running right. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And some nice running, going to get him down close to a 1st down at the Rams' 23. That's going to be a 6-yard gain and leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
It's just me and you. It's just me.
We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the 1st round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in Week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young coach. And the ball is knocked out, and now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And this one will be brought back to the 22. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time. Completing the process of the
pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. First and 10 at the 4-yard line. On 1st down, Stafford here. Flushed out right. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. Able to push his way through. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Graham. Touchdown, Bears! Jimmy Graham. Already his second touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the ballgame here in the final minute of the first half. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Rams about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going up top for Cup. On Stafford for the third time is intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. Oh, some strong running. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. On first down, it's Fields. It's caught outright by Graham. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 53. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar. All right, we will save the week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. But we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes Matthew Stafford now to lead his offense back out there. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
With Josh Reynolds in Tennessee now, the Rams are eager to see what they have in Van Jefferson, a second-round pick last year out of Florida, and he gives them a nice catch there for a first down.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Roquan Smith, the Bears' leading tackler last year, up to make the play. Back to throw, Stafford. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And that's a first down for the Rams after the catch there by Robert Woods. And he's coming up with back-to-back 90-catch seasons. I've always admired his game. Throw it to him, hand it to him. He blocks downfield. A complete receiver that doesn't get the credit he deserves.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Big stop, G. Hey, 22.
Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On second and goal, Stafford. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he will have the Bears' 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Able to avoid him at the 40. 82 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 39, Fields. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay. I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And on the left sideline. He caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Stafford.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back now here on EA Sports. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Going right back to Akers.
And fights through one man. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
2nd down, it's Henderson. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Akers.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Also 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Play action, Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
Michelle.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Likely the play of the game here. Trailing in the final quarter and going. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Matthew Stafford keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts now to return it. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Deep ball for Goodwin.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Chicago.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll say he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. They'll roll him out right. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Now hang on here. Oh, boy, an injury, and that's Cooper Kupp, who remains down on the turf. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Stafford. Airing it out deep for Woods. And got his man complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. They'll run on first down. Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field.
On first down, Akers looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Robert Quinn. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll go again here with Akers. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 65 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Now Stafford will come up trying to get his guys a 2-point conversion. Stafford now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. So now Fields and the Bears down 34-31, 33 seconds to go. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Darnell Mooney the target there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
back to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. He'll look to throw. He's got Mooney. And they will get the conversion on third down, but the clock, a more pressing factor. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And one last throw here for Fields. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man. So